Redevelopment Agency meeting for October 9th, 2017. We'll have our invocation and pledge of allegiance by Vice Mayor Brown.
You're gonna make it great. All right. Dear most merciful Father, thank you for all thy great blessings you give us from day to day. Help us to be mindful of others. Help us to be loving and kind. Help us to work so that we make this city be the gem that it should be, and that we have more people working with us to do the things that are right. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please turn your phones on silent. All right. Thank you, Vice Mayor. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes from July 13th? I'm sorry. We'll do roll call and then review the minutes.
Mayor Hill.
Here.
Commissioner Brown.
Present.
Commissioner Campbell.
Present.
Commissioner Williams. Here. Commissioner Gorham.
Present.
And Mr. Dean.
Present.
All attended.
Okay, that brings us to just a piece of conversation at the end. Will remind me to discuss what we're going to do with the vacant seat that we have for our C.R.A. for the county commission. It is number 2 on the agenda. Very well. We'll look at our minutes. Everyone have to review the minutes from July 13th, 2017, September 14th, and the call budget meeting on September 13th. Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion second on the floor. Anyone readiness? Questions called. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries unanimously. Well, now to the floor for public comment. Is there anyone here for public comment? Seeing no one, we'll close public comment. Moving on to agenda item 1, downtown Christmas decorations, discussion and direction. Ms. Tucker.
At a prior meeting, we were told to look into a Christmas tree, an outdoor Christmas tree for the city, and I wanted to get some direction as far as what we wanted to do there. I've priced it out roughly. A tree, purchasing the tree, the lights, the installation, the uninstallation, the storage of it would be around $12,000. That's for around an 18-foot tree that you can add to in later years.
How much?
About $12,000 to cover the tree, the installation, the uninstallation, and the maintenance of it.
I'm going to ask you a question. Will we still get our trees decorated along St. John?
That's already in the works. We've gotten those estimates in. The PO's been pulled. That's happening.
So, in light of those numbers, can we? One of the things that we talked about previously, and I don't know if we discussed it at the C.R.A., but we talked about the idea of having a Christmas party where we invite the community in as a whole and kind of do it like the 3rd Street block party for, but actually extended it all the way down St. John's Avenue in the business district, where we have an event prior to where we have people come in. For example, say we did it at River Center, and we would have a Christmas party where adults would come in to this particular event. The admission would be to bring a toy of about at least $10 of value for a boy or girl. We would also get other organizations within the community to do something very similar. And then on, maybe a week later, have those toys distributed in a central location downtown, but also have kind of an entire downtown Christmas party where all the local businesses kind of participate, and it creates traffic with community organizations coming out, caroling and doing other things in the downtown area, so that we can draw business and do that in the morning to see if we can maybe use that as kind of a catalyst to spur some additional Christmas shopping for our downtown businesses. I think it would be a little cheaper than that tree, but I think also would be a little more beneficial to kids. It'll take some coordination, but I think it'll be more man hours than anything else, and we can use the rest of it to go toward the decoration of the trees and the other stuff.
Can I ask a question about the tree?
Sure.
Where were you going to put that tree?
An exact location hadn't been decided on. When I walked with different scouts from different decorating companies, the riverfront right in front of St. John's Avenue was one area that was looked at. But again, until we knew what size tree and a lot of other components, we hadn't really made a definite plan.
So why can't we just find a location and plant one that can grow through the years, and we won't have to pay to add to it?
You complain about the trees that's dead already?
No, but Christmas tree is a different type of tree.
True. We'd have to look at certain locations. The spot where I was thinking of for the tree at the beginning of St. John's wouldn't work because it's the brick circle and we can't take down the flagpole. But that's a good idea to plant
I was
a tree to
gonna,
grow.
man, I was gonna ask, we've got people who are making a ton of money during the Christmas, like Walmart and like Home Depot and all those places. See if they would not donate us a tree.
They
Somebody
don't.
donates lights and stuff to it.
They don't make the kind of outdoor tree that's stable outdoors. That'd be a great idea for an interior tree or a tree on a porch, but these are panel trees that are, they're built kind of like the Eiffel Tower, but they're round.
I know those kind, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about a real tree.
Oh, a real tree.
A real tree.
Real tree.
You know, a real tree. Because I see all that stuff for Christmas and that looks okay, but for kids, I think they forget what that Christmas tree looks like. We got so much artificial stuff going on.
You're talking about like Rockefeller Plaza tree.
Well, they don't have to be that big, but but you know, it might be somebody who grows trees around here. If we put the word out, that might feel that they can give us one, and it might be one we could plant and be somewhere.
There's a lot of surplus trees around right now.
Yeah.
We can always glue some leaves back on.
I like the idea of a tree that's growing, because I think it's much more economical than we just have the decorations and no storage because it's there. We had one on the city park at one time there by the old amphitheater, but that's been pre-Jonathan.
What's up?
It's been a long time.
Before he was born.
And, you know, but we did decorate that tree,
Okay.
and we turned it on, but unfortunately, we did it when the pilots had their big thing down there, but we no longer do that. And it was kind of out of the way. It needs to be a little more
Prominent.
and vocal.
Well, I have a question. Is there anything that we can do to make something down at the riverfront, like an attraction that would allow families to take pictures? $12,000. I was the one who asked information about the Christmas tree, and that is a tad bit out of our budget. But is there anything that we can do, just like a little scenic area, that we can do to give that will draw families down to the
riverfront area.
The riverfront area during the Christmas holidays, taking pictures and.
I know we're going to be lighting the 3rd Street corridor and then St. John's all the way down to the river. That's something I can look into, see what's out there.
Make the clock tower green.
Or can we change like a light to flash up to where the clock tower does reflect like Christmas colors, or something that, you know, that would be scenic,
Decorate the clock tower.
yeah, or something that would just be a symbol of.
I could look into seeing how much it would be to decorate the clock tower with a couple of swags and maybe a wreath or two to kind of make it look festive. I'm sure that would be a lot more economical than the tree. I'll look into that.
Robbie Correa, 118 Dodge. Revitalized Historic Palatka is planning to do a holiday tour of historic churches on December 9th from 3 to 7 p.m. for all the downtown historic churches. We also, although he doesn't know this yet, C.R.A is going to play Santa and be down there afterward. I was wondering, or I thought came into mind, could we ask or consider asking Florida School of the Arts and maybe the high school theater group? They do props and staging, even River City, to kind of design some kind of funky tree to put near the tower. We could have Santa there and have photos available for your children and or pets and do something like that this year. And have them come up with a unique tree that's unique to Palatka that they could make and that we could keep.
Okay. Sounds
It's a
good.
thought. And, RHP is willing to help with that and ask, and approach the lots, etc., unless the city wants to do it directly.
We like that idea.
Now, see, that's
Yeah.
what-
Especially the one that RHP is going to do.
Robbie, the high school play is the week before, so I don't know if the drama art department, because they're going to be busy on.
Well,
don't
I
know if
mean,
they have
and maybe
time,
they are, maybe
but
they are,
it's-
but I mean, there's flow arts, and we still can try. All we can do is ask, because
Right,
they
we
say
can
no.
ask for that.
That's the way I feel.
Even if they dressed in period, and we're down at certain times of the day or certain days and took pictures with us.
You can kind of combine those
Okay.
two together, right?
Yeah, very good. Okay, so we'll look into the clock tower. Anything else?
Are you also on the Christmas decorations for the trees, et cetera? Is that part of this right here?
That's already underway. We got estimates. We've got a company lined up. It's going to happen before the parade.
Okay.
The trees will be lit from Memorial to 11, just like always.
Okay, and were we able to slide some along 11th North, past the Chamber of Commerce in that little section right there?
We did not include those in our count when we got our quote. I was not aware that was it.
There's no trees over there, but we talked about putting some
But as soon
decorations
as,
there.
decorations there. No, this was just for the lighting of the trees and the wrapping of the garland around the light posts
Okay.
with the ribbons on top. We'd have to look into decorations separately.
If I could give this to you, all of these are the trees that have more than one dead branch. They're marked in X.
Thank you. Thank you.
It'd be nice if while that company is doing something, they could chop a few
Well,
branches.
they're not pruners, but I'm sure that we can get this taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You can give that list to Mr. Jonathan.
To address that concern, sir, we're actually meeting with Ray Stiles from Tree Co. tomorrow to look at various locations for trimming and tree removal, and the downtown corridor is one of those locations.
I do want to say that the crepe myrtles you put in the 600, 700 block are doing wonderful.
Good to hear.
Anything else, Mr. Deputy?
I'm sorry. Well, I do while we're on Christmas. The city commissioners usually take part, but I've only heard from one so far.
In what?
And so I've got an antique car lined up for Mr. Campbell, but I haven't heard from the other commissioners, so if you could respond.
Okay. And this
I
is
know you're usually out of town.
what date it is?
But I canceled Pop Warner to do the Christmas parade this year.
Wonderful. The Christmas parade, according to the newspaper, has always been the Friday after Thanksgiving since 1909.
Okay.
So
It's been a few.
I'm keeping it blazing in our heads. Thanksgiving Friday.
All right. Add me to the list.
Anything else, Mr.
I'll
Deputy?
partake.
So that we can go
Okay,
on?
great. And we like spouses involved too.
Got anything else?
Now I have to find.
I'll be quiet for right now.
Moving the agenda, item number 2, since Mr. Deputy's done for a second, C.R.A. board membership. Mr. Deputy, any thoughts, comments, concerns?
Well, the spot that's missing is, of course, the county commission, which is also the spot that I live in and the district that I live in. So I'm rather disappointed that we can't seem to fill that spot with the county commission, and maybe we need to look at changing who that membership is.
Well, I think with Mr. Turner, there's an obvious, that would be an immediate conflict, considering the fact that he's working on the ship store. And so, I think that may be one of the issues there, but the type of work that he does. And so it kind of creates its own issue there, and it's understandable for him to kind of have some reservations about coming on. I think Mr. Leibel was interested, and he indicated that he would be interested in that chair again. But I'm interested to hear what the commission wants to say. How about what if we just said a county
County
commissioner
Right.
as opposed to saying District 3?
Yeah.
I think we would have to change the wording of the ordinance, I do believe, would we not?
Mr.
Well, I
Holmes?
think what we because Chip was originally,
But he represented the district.
did he at that time?
He was district.
Betsy Grigger, City Clerk. Mr. Lible, Commissioner Lible was appointed once as representative of downtown. Then he was appointed as the District 2 Commissioner, and then when they did redistricting in the commission, it became the District 3 Commissioner representative. The interlocal agreement with the county states that it is the District 3 Commissioner, so we could ask the county for a new interlocal agreement that would say any commissioner.
So,
That would be
or just say District 3 or designate.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's try to reword it, you know.
Or
It actually
designate.
says
That sounds,
the
yeah.
county commissioner whose district includes the CBD. So I don't know if there's an overlap there.
But you know,
Yeah, that's District 3.
we're gonna have problems probably getting people to serve on this board. For the same reason I got turned down for grants and stuff. It's stuff, if they're in this district, that they won't be able to participate in if they have a business. And it's, until we can approach our state legislative people, it is just a few words that change it. I had to look at it, a few wording changes that would help us to be able to have more people, not only just because of that, but you said Terry couldn't be on there because he's got a project he's working on already or something. So, you know, if that wording wasn't there, he's the District 1. It's just something for y'all to think about. But I would make a motion that we ask the county to change their wording or whatever it is so that we can do a designee from them. We want.
So the motion's to amend interlocal.
Yes.
Second.
Motion on the floor to second. Is there any further discussion?
Question.
Questions called, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimously.
Man, did everybody understand what I was trying to tell them about? Anybody who serves on this board can't get any
Yeah.
funding. Okay.
It's pretty clear. Conflict of interest.
Other business, tax increment fund financial report, fiscal year 2016-2017. Mr. Reynolds.
Yes, per Mr. Deputy's request, included this updated financial report through September 30th, the end of the fiscal year. However, there were some entries that weren't completed yet. Those will be completed as I wrap up the fiscal year end entries. But that is as of when I ran that report, I believe it was Friday.
Any comments or concerns on the report? Seeing none. No action needed on that. Reports. North Tip District Advisory Board.
Hello, Elizabeth Van Rensburg, 310 North 3rd Street. Matter of fact, we have a neighborhood meeting this evening at 6:30. And what we're going to be doing is, one of the things we're going to be doing is talking about bringing the luminaries back. That's a Christmas Eve thing that we do in the North Historic neighborhood. We took a little bit of a break from them when it got to the stage that we were putting 10,000 out, but it felt like my husband and I were putting out 8,000 of them. But now the neighborhood is getting excited again, and they kind of want to get back to that. So I'll have a little more information for you on that. In other news, we will not be doing a Christmas tour this year, but we are definitely planning for a huge one next year. So that's kind of exciting. Not typically related to the neighborhood itself, but one thing that will be happening for Christmas, just an FYI, is that St. Mark's Episcopal Church and River City Players are going to be putting on a night of Christmas song on Friday, December 8th. Yes, sir, I'm looking at you. So that's really exciting. It's going to probably be 2 performances. We're going to open it to the public with, of course, kind of a similar idea that in lieu of an admission, bring a Toys for Tot present. So that's pretty neat, too. And apart from that, we are kind of starting to look again toward the idea of what can we do to help facilitate the utilities in our neighborhood going underground. And really, we're just happy folks. Thank you very much. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you very much. South tip. Anything for the South?
For the South?
Yes, sir.
Sure, I'll say. Do I need to fill out a card?
No, just come up, give your name and address, and we'll be ready to roll.
Afternoon. I was listening to WPLK and I heard about the meeting. My name is Vito Russo. I live 415 Emmett Street. So, like I was saying, I was listening to WPLK this morning, and I heard Marcia mention that there was the meeting. So, I just wanted to come and just listen. So, I'm not sure what Elizabeth had to say, but I believe one of the issues on the agenda is potential restructuring of the board. That's not correct?
That's what point we're at now is update from those respective
A report from the group.
Yeah, you're doing, we're advisory committee reports.
The South Historic.
South Historic Neighborhood Association, Southern TIF Advisory Committee.
Okay, well, I have an opinion on that as well.
Are you a member of that, or are you a member of that group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need a report as to what you guys have going on, or whatever else.
We've got the stormwater sewer project that's going on. You're well aware of that, and that's a good thing. It's a $500,000 grant from the Water District. We are expecting to break ground, I assume, at any time. The South Side was very much willing to give up a portion of its annual TIF funds in order to take full advantage of having an open ground, and then we can put in new potable water lines. So we're all for that as well. So that was one of the major priorities that the South Neighborhood Association had. So I don't know really much more to say about it. I'm not sure when this project is actually going to start. I think it's a bit behind schedule at the moment.
Well, there was this thing called a hurricane that just happened.
Well, this was scheduled to start at the beginning of the year.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Appreciate it, thank you. Any other reports?
Can I say something we got
Sure.
now?
Say it short.
Sure.
That's for the whole United States, or?
Yes, it is the whole United States.
Okay.
The whole.
Catching a lot of, okay.
It won't be the first
If
time.
another city of 10,000 can get the people up there to vote and do it, we can.
Thank you, Robbie.
Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Something came to mind that I'd like to make a request with the C.R.A. We've got the construction that's going on right adjacent to the parking lot on the boat launch. And we got all those original bricks, and I believe the bricks are scheduled to be put back into place. But I would make the request and make the argument that I think that those limited bricks that we have in this community be used to be made accessible for the xeriscaping or the landscaping of the historic districts, north or south. And the reason being is that that little strip there that bricks came out from, that little section of road there is surrounded by pavement. It's paved on both ends. So it seems to be a little bit out of place that those bricks are there. And so we can make them accessible to the south and north or south historic districts. We could xeriscape between the sidewalk and the street, which historically some homes have that. So I personally think that would be a better use of that limited resource that we have. So.
I think, Jonathan, was the brick that you have right there at that short Laurel, some of those are going up to around 7th Street.
On the parking lot?
Yeah, for the parking lot area?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
Y'all got the more at you used to have some leftover ones at the city lot.
There was a project that we approved, and we've been waiting.
Yeah.
Some bricks in order to do that, to do the rest of that lot over there. And that's been, and we're just waiting for this particular project to break around to get that done.
So there's a lot of bricks at the city lot. The problem is separating them from other debris and dirt.
Okay.
And those bricks are pretty old, aren't they?
Yeah.
18 something. They
Okay. Any other reports?
come from down Alabama.
Seeing no other reports,
Oh, I got one question. I know that she came and did a report, the small business lady. But and I know she said it's hard to divide out what's city stuff. I still want to see what businesses have come to the city since they've been working with them. We giving quite a bit of money to them, and I don't mind giving it if I see a good return for it. So I'd like for us, like you all, to consider making a request that we see how dollars are being spent in our business community. I've been asking for that for a while. We get everything, an answer for everything but that, and I'm gonna continue to ask for it.
Second.
want to vote on it too? We're good, so no, that agenda, Betsy, for commission meeting. Thank you. Ms. Brown, since you're up already, any comments?
Well, I'm gonna announce it here and I'll be announcing it Tuesday. We're pulling together the information to try to get Mary Lawson into the Black History Museum, the hospital. And I'd like anybody who was either born there or got service there at the hospital, meet with us on Saturday morning, next Saturday morning at 10 o'clock to take a picture so that when we go to Washington, we'll be able to show how this community worked together, at least from 1918 to 1958 and now.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Is it this Saturday or next Saturday?
Saturday after the commission meeting, this Saturday, because I got to get stuff together when we're going up.
What meeting?
Commission doesn't meet this Thursday.
We do meet Thursday.
No,
What
you
you think this is?
No, I thought it said Saturday.
It's Saturday. I'm gonna announce it at our
Saturday,
Thursday
14th.
meeting. I'm make an announcement at our
October
Thursday
14th.
meeting.
Okay.
But I was just telling you all now, and if you all can do stuff on Facebook and stuff and help me get the word out, I'd like to see us have a nice crowd of folks there.
We'll do.
Oh, it's not a city thing. I mean, the city not paying for the travel. My family's going to going up and see what we can do.
Okay. Commissioner Ward,
Nothing today.
Casco,
Nothing.
Mr. Reynolds,
Nothing, sir.
Mr. Holmes,
Nothing.
Mr. Campbell,
Nothing.
Mr. Deputy.
I want to
to say thanks to the city for the cleanup that's going on. The city was out rather quickly, and I have family in the county, and we're progressing much faster, and I really do appreciate the work that the staff has done, especially downtown.
It's a great job of coordination by Jonathan.
Yes,
in the back.
great job. Great
I
job.
mean, definitely, job well done. Kudos to you.
Impressive.
And the tireless work that the staff does, you know, and also the fire department as well, the work that they did. They were pushing debris out and running heavy machinery. That's the side job that Chief Grimes has. So definitely, thanks to you guys as well, Chief. So it's been a team project. I don't have anything else today. Just excited for these projects to start breaking ground as they have been.